Sind wir live?
And you can turn your phone. I will record now.
Ich glaube, wir sind live. Wir haben jetzt noch 2-3 Minuten, glaube ich, bevor wir anfangen mit einem Interview. Wir sitzen in Stockholm und das Interview wird auf Englisch passieren. Ein bisschen Deutsch vielleicht. Ja,
ich verstehe.
Ja. Wir fangen an. Ich glaube, wir warten so ganz, wir sitzen in einem Café direkt neben dem Park, Cafe Ritorno. Und das ist gegenüber von dem Haus. And now we're switching to the English language. We have Anna, welcome. You're here with us in Stockholm. You live in Stockholm.
I live in Stockholm, yes.
And we're here in Park for one reason. We're here because this is the place where I think 40 years Astrid Lindgren was living. And got the inspiration for her movies.
That's true. You know what? I think I will come forward a little bit because I'm a little bit worried that you're not going to hear us. I'm not sure if we have any viewers yet, but if we do, please tell us if you can hear us or not, and I will try to speak up. Okay, so we're just at the very classic Cafe Ritorno. It's been looking the same since the 50s, and it's just by the end of Vasaparken, where Astrid Lindgren lived for 40 years, just as you said, in her apartment that still looks the same today.
Ja, und die Geschichte ist, dass Astrid Lindgren neben Pippi Langstrumpf auch ganz berühmte Filme gemacht hat, wie Ronja Räubertochter oder die Kinder von Bullerbü. And the story is that Astrid was making a few movies which were quite famous, like Ronja Räubertochter, and we children from Noisy Village, yes. And Anna was actually playing little Anna in the movie, and in Germany Anna was renamed Inga.
Yes, Inga.
So if you know the movie Kindern from Bullerbü, this is Inga sitting beside me, and we're proud and we're happy that you're here, that we found each other here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
And we will have a few questions on, that was some time ago, a few years ago. It was 86 when the movie was done.
We filmed the movie in 1986, and it was actually it was a very long period. It was for 6 months, and for a child that's a pretty long time. And it ended up being 2 full movies that went to the movie theaters, and then it was cut to episodes that was also shown in TV, and I think maybe it was shown on German TV as well.
Yes, in episodes as well. So how did that all start? You were obviously going to a casting. How did that work when you were 6, 7?
Yeah, I'm from the countryside. Actually, not the Bullerbü style countryside. No, I'm from a small town where we had a lot of factories. You know, the Swedish wood, the paper industry, and so my parents are musicians, and when I was going to the casting, they actually were looking for children all over Sweden, and it was advertising in all the local newspapers all over Sweden, so it was a big thing, and I think that my family and we were excited just by the thought of seeing a real movie team from Stockholm. And I was also a big Astrid Lindgren reader. Actually, my whole family was. And also, the street that I was living on actually did have 3 houses in a row, just like Bullerbü. And since my name is Anna, and in Sweden, the name for my part is named Anna and not Inga. So I always pictured myself as Anna on Bullerbü when I read it, because I had a lot of imagination. So, and anyway, so we went to the casting, and my whole family was there, and my siblings too. And it was a long line just to see the casting director, and you had to hold your
It's like Idol.
Yeah, it's like Idol. Yeah. And we waited around for a long time, and the casting was actually in a movie theater, and after waiting around, you went up to the camera, to the casting agent, and I said, "Hi, my name's Anna. I'm 8 years old." I think I was 8 by the time. I was 9 when the movie started. Yeah. And then it was 9,000 children who was applying for these parts. So it was actually 6 different castings, which means that they narrowed down all the time. Yeah. And the next to the last casting, we were only 25 children left. Then I could see that the people around me were starting to get nervous. Like my parents, they were like, "Yeah, if you won't get the part, that's okay. Don't worry."
Yeah, that's sweet.
But I was never worried. I just thought it was me, and so it became. Yeah.
So you didn't have to play; you just were yourself.
Yes, I was myself.
And then
Absolutely.
it's written somewhere that Astrid handpicked you.
Yes, she did. In one of the last castings, she said, I met Astrid and she was there, and she said, "This is Anna from Bullerbü." And that is very sweet, and also that is how I felt. So I guess you could see that. And honestly, on the very last days of casting, that was more like a workshop. There was actually there were 6 of us, and that was like the final. It was one guy who actually got switched in the very last. Yeah, so they almost signed up for another. But in the last audition, when he almost was set, they changed.
Oh God.
He was probably too little, like to be able to film when you're a child. You have to have some kind of maturity, so you don't.
You take it serious.
And also, so you can focus. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So maybe he couldn't hold focus.
Okay, and then you came home and said, "Okay, it's me. We are in," and the whole family like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, it was.
Was there nothing yet happened because you had to prepare for the production?
Yeah, I mean, the whole casting process was probably a year. And then, I mean, I was little, so I don't remember everything before what happened. I do remember a lot from the actual filming, but not so much before. There was it was press conferences, and they went out with information, and there was very much publicity. And also the director at the time was a big star, Lasse Hallström, who had just came out with a movie, My Life as a Dog, which was a big success in Hollywood. So it was Lasse Hallström and also Sahlene, and so this was a major thing. And so the filming started, and it was six very intense months.
Where all the kids bonded together, became sort of siblings, I can imagine.
We did, in a way. Yes, we did. Unfortunately, there was a problem with one of the girls who wasn't very easy to work with. So she, unfortunately, had to stay with the rest of the film team, like the grown-ups, because she was a bit hard to handle. And she was teasing the other children a lot. But apart from her, we all bonded very much. Yeah, we bonded with her too, but she was more a handful, so to say. But we became like a family, and also with the whole film team.
And then you think it's like, okay, you focus, run down here, come back to this, to that, and then it's done. Everybody says like, okay, now it's done, thank you very much, go home. But what happened then in the aftermath? Now the movie gets cut, goes into the television. What happens?
Yeah, I mean, when I came home from set, I came down to my little school. We were only 14 people in my class, and everything went back to normal, but I had all these experiences with me, and I felt it was kind of hard to go back because nobody understood what I had been through, and also it was up in Hälsingland, where I'm from. It's a bit up in the north. It's very important that you don't believe that you are better than somebody else, which I never did. But just to go to Stockholm and play in a movie, that was something that was not appreciated. There was not so much sense of pride from like my classmates. It was more a sense of you shouldn't think that you were special. Yeah. So coming home was not so easy. And then the movie came out, and of course it became huge. And it was a movie premiere here in Stockholm, and the royal family was there, and it was a big thing.
Yes.
For many years. Yes.
Wow. So what happens then? Afterwards, you finish up, you have this pressing and so on, and then it gets repeated. So every time it's getting repeated on television, is there some emails coming or some letters coming, some love letters?
I do get some letters from Germany, actually. Yeah, and also from all Scandinavia, and but nowadays they're not so much letters. It's more on social media, of course. Social media. Yeah, so I get DMs, and most of the times they're really, really sweet. I would say 100% of the time. So, yeah.
And people will ask, like, what are you doing now? What happened since you said that your parents were musicians and you followed that track?
Yeah, my parents, they met here in Stockholm at the Royal Music College, or Musikhögskolan, and they had me, obviously, and also I have 6 younger sisters and brothers, so we are all into music. We're a music family. So I've grown up with music all my life, and my parents are both piano teachers, but they're also church musicians, and also I've been playing in my father's orchestra and singing in my mother's choirs like all my life. So for me, becoming a singer, which I am now, ich bin eine Sängerin.
Sie sprechen gleich ein bisschen Deutsch.
Ja, ein bisschen. Ich verstehe, aber ich spreche nicht so gut.
Du sprichst wirklich gut.
Dankeschön. Anyway, so it was music. It was always music, but also acting. But music was a bit closer to me, I guess. But my parents are classical musicians, and I'm not a classical musician. I sing everything like in the pop genre, and by pop I mean soul, Schlager, old school traditional Swedish songs, rock, pop, so like everything that is not.
You were part of the band winning the Eurovision Song Contest in '99.
Yeah.
When Sweden took it to Stockholm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I was working. Right now, I work as an artist, as a solo singer. But before I made it as a name for myself, I did a lot of background vocals and also studio sessions, to earn money. And I have, in different forms, been a part of the Eurovision Song Contest or been on stage 5 times in the Eurovision Song Contest. And the first time was when I was a backup singer for Sweden, and Charlotte Nilsson was her name then, when we won in Israel with Take Me to Your Heaven. Yeah. So that was my first year in Eurovision, and a few years later, 2002, I won the Estonian, their national, their pre-selection. So I ended up in the third place in 2002 with the hit song Runaway, as a solo artist for Estonia, which I am very proud of, and I love Estonia. It's like a second home to me. And actually, you know, the famous illustrator from many of the Astrid Lindgren books, she's from Estonia, actually, yeah. And then I've also been a backup singer for Malta in 2001 in Stockholm, and also I was the backup singer for Australia 2016 here in Stockholm. We ended up in second place, and then last year with Great Britain in Tel Aviv. So for 5 different countries I've been on stage, and also ended up in the first, second and third place for different countries. I think that's some kind of record, actually.
That's, well, this is Eurovision. Germans sort of hate and love, like here, 50% hate and love Eurovision. I love it. And we love Sweden winning, because we Germans are not very good in this. Wir sprechen ein bisschen Deutsch.
You had Lena a few years ago.
That was 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago.
And we were celebrating on Iceland. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I remember it. And crazy. But the Eurovision Song Contest is one thing. Now you're doing something where I heard your name before. First, you're doing blues now with your band.
Jazz and blues, yeah. That's what I mainly do right now. I kind of, as much as I love Eurovision for what it is, you know, people coming together from different countries and the fans are just amazing, I never felt like I was the strongest Schlager singer. Some people might believe that it's easier to sing, but that's totally where you come from. It depends on what your natural style is. And for me, blues and soul and jazz is actually more close to where I come from. So I have a band called New Blues Transfusion, which is one of the best musicians in Sweden. They're top notch, and so I'm discovering that and kind of. I feel like it's very important for me to evolve as a singer and also and a musician and as a person. So I'm trying to challenge myself constantly. So I was touring just before the pandemic. Obviously, I was touring in Northern Sweden with New Blues Transfusion, and I love it. It's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. And I get so much back from the audience when I do blues, especially.
We saw it last week.
Yeah.
And it was Skandinavien.live.
Yeah, that's
and I think we can add the link to this. My dream would be to make an interview and with the band before you're playing here in one of the.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be really, really cool to meet the band. To do something like that.
They're not big talkers like me.
No,
they're
but
more
you
quiet.
yes.
They're like if they have to speak on stage, they're like, oh, like Anna, you do the speaking. Yes. But I'm sure they would be happy to talk about music.
We have a link because you see in between the songs you explain what's coming next, and that was really cool. It's a live game.
Yeah, and it's Hälsingland.live.com, and it's open for everybody. And Hälsingland is actually a county in Sweden where I'm from. There's a lot of good musicians from there. So so it's an initiative from the region to get culture out during this time. So you're welcome to watch.
Well, this for sure we do. If we have questions, we answer them afterwards. Write them down in the comment field, and we try to answer them as good as possible.
Absolutely.
We don't go out to Vasaparken even if it's sunny because it's too noisy with all those kids. And we said we don't do that. But you talking about family and kids, you live here with your family in Stockholm, and your daughter was actually already taking your footsteps.
Yes, my daughter is, she's going to be 14 now. She is an actress already, and actually last year we were playing in the same, we were playing against each other in Annie, the musical. And she played the lead part as Annie, and I was Grace Farrell, who's one of the big roles. But she had the leading role, and that was amazing. Yeah, it was. And Lily, my daughter, she's actually in one. She was on Berlinale this year. In Berlin, and I was there as a stage mom with a movie called Sahlene. And it's a family's movie, and she's playing a part of Sophie, and it's a huge thing in Sweden. It's not like Bullerbü, but almost everybody knows about these movies here. So that's also a big thing, actually. So that's my daughter. Yeah.
How much time do we have? What is the time?
Oh, I can actually see what time it is. It's only 12:21, so we can talk for as long as we like, I think. Or how long did we say this broadcast is going to be?
We can do half an hour, 45 minutes if we would like to. So talk about this. What I got really stuck in is that the media hype around Bullerbü. And then it was a media hype in Sweden, and then it got translated dubbed, and you were out of a sudden Inga. How is your relationship? Was there something happening that the Germans now started to write letters, the love letters you received, or is it something you connect with Germany during that time?
No, the thing is, since I was 10 years old and living like in a small village. I wasn't a part of show business in Stockholm. I was never part of that really before I moved here. So I didn't really understand, how big Bullerbü was in Germany, because nobody really told me, and I don't think that my parents knew either. So it kind of, I understood it later, because every now and then I had the opportunity to go to Germany and work, and then I understood that it's almost as big in Germany as in Sweden, and also the whole conception of Bullerbü, like a dream of a Swedish, like the old times Sweden. I think that's something very romantic to Germans.
I can tell you a secret. We Germans, we are having a kind of a same sickness. We have a Bullerbü syndrome. This is a word which was developed by.
Is it a word?
It's a word.
Oh my God.
We have a Bullerbü syndrome developed by the Goethe Institute. That means like we love harmony, the romantic kind of times in the past where everything was in order, where everything was much better. And you played.
That's at least how we think it was.
Yeah.
We can never know. I mean, it looks romantic. Honestly, living in a farm 100 years ago might have been not so easy as we might have think. Of course, it looks romantic, but farm life without modern tools, it's a 16-hour per day shift all the year, every year. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So it might not be that romantic, but I agree with all the pictures and for example, the cinematography in Bullerbü is amazing. Like all the pictures and the red houses and the forest. It looks amazing, and I think that can also be like a romantic image for me. But if we really think about it, it might not have been that easy. It was a struggle. I mean, of course, without electricity and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, Bullerbü doesn't actually exist.
No.
That is a secret we are unveiling now.
Yeah.
Hey, there is no Bullerbü, actually. But
it's a truth. Yeah, it's yes and no, I would say. The Astrid Lindgren had a small village in mind when she wrote Bullerbü. It's Sivetstorp, where her grandfather came from there. Or was it her father? Now I don't remember this, but there is one particular Bullerbü, but it's not the name. It's not the real name. But that was actually where we were filming.
And it's close from where she's from Bullerbü.
Yeah, yes, very
where
close. Yeah.
Where Pippi Langström's, or what is it, Astrid Lindgren's Welt is there,
Yes,
the world is
yeah.
there. So Germans actually take the car with the family and go to Astrid Lindgren's
Oh,
World.
it's beautiful. I love Astrid Lindgren's Welt. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
The house, as we said in the beginning, is just outside here. It's quite busy, and they try to be very restricted with the crisis right now, and they have people visiting extra. It's only guided tours, so we could not go in there today. I hope I do this, but not tomorrow, because tomorrow is 75 years Pippi Langström's figure. There's a
Tomorrow?
birthday. Yeah?
Is it tomorrow?
That's why they have so
Wow.
struggled with their.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I know it was the year of the Jubilee, but the anniversary, but not the actual day. Actually, for years after Bullerbü, Astrid Lindgren was sending me books where she signed them. It said "Med hej från Astrid Lindgren." It says. How do you translate that?
With a
Like
hi. Mit einem Hallo.
Hello from Astrid Lindgren, yeah. And yeah, that was, I treasure that very much, of course. And my mom still have the books in the house, in their house. I don't have them here in Stockholm, which is good because I have been moving around so much.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's better that they're safe.
So she got her inspiration from looking out on Wasserparken. There's
Absolutely.
too many kids, that's why we also cannot go out. It's
Yeah.
too loud.
Yeah.
Too
yeah.
many kids playing. That's the inspiration. And this is Stockholm. When you're thinking of Stockholm right now, is it as big as it was before when you came from Hälsingland, or is it you sort of have it under control?
Yeah, I mean, Stockholm is my hometown now. Hälsingland is always in my heart, and in my blood. But actually, I have been living here longer than in Hälsingland. I moved here in 1994 when I was 18. So it's not that big of a town, not the central part. Sometimes I feel it's too small. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice city. I love Stockholm. I'm not crazy about the weather, but
No, no, but we made a walk through Gamla Stan, and when we were watching it, we will do it again. We would do Gamla Stan. I think for many we could do it every week, and we would go in and then follow that because of this beauty. And also Gamla Stan must have been horrible times 400 years ago when they built this.
Yes,
So it was dirty. It was, but they tried to somehow preserve the city quite okay.
Yeah, which is great. They have to.
And now all
preserve
the
Gamla
Swedish
Stan.
people are coming into town and visiting on the weekend. It's a long weekend coming up. People from Sweden come to Stockholm because there's no tourists. There's no tourist buses at all. This is crazy. Normally you will hear only German and English. You see?
True. You know what I would like to see before we end, if we have any questions, if there are any questions, because I would like to answer them. Maybe we should. Can we see?
Can we do a round?
Yeah.
We go around here.
Or maybe maybe you could show them to me, if you can read them to me, and you can film me at the same time.
I will do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you have any?
I have you here, and I see the questions coming in.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
see if I have.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we have a
Because
question?
we've seen you now, Matthias, right? We've seen your lovely face. So.
Der Ton ist leider. Könntest du Instagram wechseln? So. Any questions?
Any questions? If there's no questions, I'll have a sip of coffee.
No, they I think we said in the beginning. Here is watching, and Nick is watching. Question: how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You can say what you can say in German.
Ja, ich bin Anna Sahlene. Ich bin 44 Jahre alt. Ich wohne in Stockholm. Ich komme auf Hälsingland. Ich habe 2 Kinder. Und ich bin eine Sängerin. Ja, das ist alles.
Das ist schön.
Das ist schön.
Das kannst du super gut. Viel Spaß und guten Appetit.
Vielen Dank.
Say someone, du könntest questions. No questions whatsoever here.
Oh my god. Maybe I just told
Is there questions here?
Oh, we have questions here.
What questions do we have? Okay. On Instagram.
I think we are also on Instagram.
Yes. Welche waren deine Lieblingsgeschichten? What were your favorite stories? I guess it was from Astrid Lindgren, maybe?
Oh, I love Bröderna Lejonhjärta. I'm not sure how that is translated into German. If you translate it directly from Swedish to English, it's called the Lionheart Brothers. I'm not about Jonathan.
Brüder Löwenherz.
Brüder Löwenherz.
Brüder Löwenherz.
Löwenherz.
Was the German
yeah,
one.
that is one of my favorite stories. It's so beautiful, written about
There's
life
smiles.
and death and big questions. Yeah.
There's smiles. There's not any Brüder Löwenherz. Genau.
Genau, yeah.
So,
So, no more questions really. Okay, that's fine.
but what do we do now?
So,
Do we have
maybe
that?
it's time to
Wrap it up.
wrap it up, yes.
If someone sees this afterlife, send a question and we try to send that question over. Anna and me, we are SMSing på tyska in German.
Ja.
Ja. Guten Morgen, guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Herzlichen Dank für heute. Das war wirklich
Dankeschön.
angenehm, sehr, sehr lässig.
Dankeschön.
Und der Hund schläft nebenbei und wir trinken einen Kaffee fertig und wünschen einen schönen Tag.
Ja, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Skandinavien.live.
Genau.